There you go. Okay, what is going on, guys? My name is Joe, aka the DeFi Crypto King, or DCK. Today we're going to be talking about my top metaverse or GameFi plays in crypto right now. I'm really excited today because we're gonna be going over some pretty cool projects or projects that I like. As well, gonna be providing you some more educational information on how to find like plays yourself, other projects that you can look deeper into that I'm not going to cover in this video, but I have on my watch list. And then also just some good data, some overall market analysis and stuff, and then kind of go from there. But yeah, with that being said, let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, so this is a tweet I put out. So if you guys want to follow me, it's DeFi Crypto and then K, which I couldn't write King. Apparently, it was too long for Twitter. Basically, as of today, and I'm sure like some numbers, specifically market cap or Bitcoin, Ethereum price might have changed a little bit, maybe even dominance, who knows? But this wasn't posted that long ago. So the fear and greed index is at 30, which is fear, which we can see right here. Actually, I can just click this open. The altcoin season index is 33, which is actually significantly low. I'm not going to go to the website, but essentially, like this was like the early January period right up here in the like 7 or above 75, almost like 80 region. And then I think the 13th of January it hit like all the way down here to kind of where we're at right now with 33. Then it kind of like bounced up a bit. There was a little bit of hope for altcoin season coming back, but then yeah, right back down to Bitcoin season. And that's kind of also reflected in the dominance, which we'll go over in a sec here, but exiting back out of here. The total market cap, when I looked at it, it might vary right now. Let's see. Yeah, it's actually 1.89 trillion, but as of writing that, it was 1.90 trillion. So we'd probably be like 0.11 trillion down right now. The dominance is Bitcoin. Well, actually, let me just pull it up right here. Yeah, Bitcoin 40%. This is where I'm looking at. This is on CoinGecko. And just so you guys know, like technically CoinGecko might have a little bit more skewed data than if you were to like open trading view and look at the charts from there, or look at the Bitcoin dominance chart or the Ethereum dominance chart. But basically Bitcoin dominance is at 40%, ETH dominance is at 17.5%. This is actually amazing. We've been having some pretty killer Gwei gas fees lately. So it's like 78 Gwei. I'm going to make a rough estimate. That's probably like, if you're using something like Uniswap, it's probably going to be like $40 to $60 for a transaction, depending on how large or small your transaction is, of course. But like probably like doing transfers on MetaMask, I'm going to safely assume that it's probably anywhere from like 10 to like 30 bucks. Could be wrong about that. Don't quote me on it, but it's really, really good actually. I remember this is kind of reminding me of like 2020, like early 2020. Anyways, going back to this, yeah, so Bitcoin was at $40,000, 147 or $40,147. Ethereum at 2790. Actually, I'm really curious. I should just pull it up right here. Let's see where we're at today. $40,137, 2,804. That's like currently up to date. And as it says right here, oh, we're back 1.90. I take it back. Cool. And then overall market sentiment. So what basically this is like an accumulation of crypto Twitter. This isn't my personal take, even though I'm going to go into my personal take in a second here. But I'm hearing one of two things. I'm either hearing people are pretty neutral, means that they're not buying anything, they're not selling anything, or they're very bearish, which means like they are out of like 60 to 70% of their bag holdings. And then this is actually something that is very new that I've been trying to implement, and that's liquidations. So Bitcoin liquidations are or not just Bitcoin liquidations, but liquidations overall is 251 million in the past 24 hours. And if you guys want to find that information, let's see here, you can go to coinglass.com. So that's kind of where you can find it. Oh, actually, so it's updated now. So it's 186.92 million as of right now. So that probably got re-updated because 24 hours have passed. When I was doing that earlier, it was taking the full 24 hours of the last day. So right now we're in the new UTC candle for crypto. So that's probably why this is updated. But as you can see, you know, in 24 hours, it's 186.91 million liquidations. If you want to see like what the current liquidations are, and these are based off of exchanges, you can see right here, long, 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 short. This guy's actually going to win, probably, the people on Bybit. Long, 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 long. And without getting too much into it, basically, you got to keep this in mind. First and foremost, I'm not a leverage trader. So, you know, if you're wanting to learn about that kind of stuff, do your own research, XYZ, or etc. I don't know, I said XYZ, ETC. But basically, for the most part, when I start seeing longs, I start getting a little bit more thinking that we're going to see the complete opposite, because institutions, market makers, whales, market manipulators are going to want to like liquidate these guys in order to, you know, make money off of them. And the thing that's tricky about like longs or even buy orders or limit orders or whatever is that's all like in the system and can be seen, versus if you're using a specifically on centralized exchanges, versus when you're on a decentralized exchange, they can't track if you're trading something or if you are sniping or scalping for something, if that makes sense. So it's just something to keep in mind. It's not like the end all be all or anything like that, but this is a really good site, coinglass.com. Actually want to go into trading view real quick. Let me stop sharing my screen. One sec. And I think right here. Okay, so this is actually, yeah, and this is exactly what I was kind of afraid of. So kind of going into my personal sentiment, on a short-term scale, on a short-term basis, I'm actually bearish, which if you know me pretty well, I'm usually like a pretty bullish person. So it takes a lot for me to like be so bold as to flip that perspective, but I am bearish. I don't say that to instill fear or FUD or whatever, fear, uncertainty, or doubt. But there was a couple things from the macro perspective, because I'm a very more macro-based person than just a short-term based person. So obviously, you know, without getting too technical into things, this pattern right here, this chart pattern is essentially, it's a pretty good sign that this is a double top. Which is a very bearish pattern. And you're going to hear people talk about a dead cat bounce, which I'll kind of get into very briefly, or you're going to hear people talk about a double top. Or you could also hear people say a double bottom, which I'm not going to get into double bottom today, nor am I going to get like super in depth with technical analysis. But essentially, double top is usually like a sign that we're in a bearish trend. So I've been watching pretty closely like the weekly chart, and we were about right here, and we were like pretty positive. You can see actually like not a bad candle wick, but then we kind of ended up like neutral, and we hit this point of resistance at 41,000, 42,000, somewhere around there for Bitcoin. And now this candle is actually what spooked me, which happened, or which is on the weekly, it shows for February 14th. So the week of February 14th. And right now you can see that it actually did test my other support level, which is at like 39.5K for now. But it's pretty close to that right now. And you know, I personally do foresee it, because look, it did test, and I'm not gonna make a prediction here, but it did test my 12 EMA twice. First on the week of February 7th, and then second on February 14th. And to me, that's like a good or a bad sign, personally, that we might see some dip. Does that mean that we're going to go into like this crazy significant dip or anything? No, it doesn't necessarily mean so. I could totally be wrong. We get, you know, a pattern that kind of goes like this. I'm terrible with this thing. Oh, this is funny. But essentially, we want to be like extra careful, you know, because this could happen, and that's a potential for sure. That in this case scenario, that would be like a dead cat bounce, right? Like It touches this last support at 32, which is a level that I'm paying very close attention to. And then it bounces right up and we get a bullish trend, which some dips and then it keeps going, whatever, you know? That's probably some narratives that you've been hearing more popularly. I personally don't see that happening. Not saying you can't, but just like me personally, I don't. And then going back to daily chart. And again, I'm just telling you guys why I'm bearish. So I showed you guys that this is kind of in a double top, but then we kind of seeing on a more short-term basis right here that this is like another double top essentially, because we got this and it did this. Also on this day, this big red candle, there was a bunch of liquidations that happened. I talked about this. So that was February 17th. So yesterday, and it kind of is what spooked me when I saw this significant of a candle, because look, this is what brought us up, this big green candle right here. And then this is what's bringing us down. And like at first people are like, oh no, it's just like a fake out, whatever. But as you can see, when we went back to that data I showed earlier on the liquidations, that is showing that people are still longing. So I'm speculating that those longs are going to get liquidated and we're going to continue seeing this dip. And then once those longs, this is again, speculation, just one piece of data I pay attention to, switch to shorts, that's probably when we might see a reversal, whether on a short-term basis, you know, a couple of days, a day or two, or a long-term basis, you know, a week, or a much more longer basis, a week. So anyways, that's something I'm paying attention to. And then I always like to take a look at different things as well. You know, like for example, total market cap of crypto. And this includes Bitcoin, and it's kind of doing the same trend. This is again, very bearish trend, at least like in the short term, you know. But again, we could see some bull trend up here, a reversal up here. So it's something to keep in mind. US tech stocks, same pattern. And why am I bringing up the top 100 US tech stocks? This is always something I like to look at. You can look at the 10-year bonds. So this is something that I've recently started getting. And when I say recently, like maybe like the past couple of weeks, past few weeks, I noticed that when this is going up, usually Bitcoin is going down. As you can see, it is red right now for it, but this is still a very bullish trend. So this is like a minor pullback, in my opinion. And then the last thing I like to look at sometimes is QQQ, which again, it's kind of more a reflection of this, if you can kind of tell, or you do SPY, so it's S&P 500 ETF trust. But those are some good indicators. And I say indicators because it doesn't necessarily mean it's the end all be all. Doesn't mean that I am right by any means, nor will I pretend that I am, you know, the master wizard who can predict the market, because I can't. Nobody can. If they did, they would make a bunch of money. But that's not the case. But yeah, that's it for the market updates. Real quick, I wanted to go over this. This is a free tool that a lot of people, I think, don't take advantage of enough. Even though the topic at hand isn't anything relation to this, this is pretty cool. They added not too long ago, maybe like beginning of this year, tail end of last year, they added an NFT section. So if you're into NFTs at all, might be able to, or might want to give this a look, because it organizes it by chain. So you can kind of see what the top ones are. Looks like Harmony. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, yeah, looks like for some reason the Harmony one wasn't working, but Solana, it kind of lists exactly what the top ones are. So this is something cool to look at. And this actually might be a pretty good arbitrage opportunity for finding like gaming NFTs and stuff, or gaming projects that are probably going to do well. Speculation, of course, because a lot of games that are out, a lot of metaverse plays that are out, they require you to purchase NFTs in an effort to either stake or take, maybe not so much stake all the time, but sometimes like put your NFT to work, put your character to work. We'll kind of go over that in some of the plays that I have pulled up here. And then the Immutable X would be the best one to view for those gaming projects I was talking about. So Immutable X is like a layer 2 on Ethereum. It's essentially like Polygon. And the reason why it's so important is because a lot of the up and coming play to earn games, the metaverse plays are being built on this specific platform or on this specific chain. So it's layer 2. So that's something to keep in mind. So this will probably have more NFT or more gaming metaverse related NFTs than anything else. All right. That being said, let's kind of go into Metaverse, GameFi, watch list. So if you guys aren't using watch list, you don't have to necessarily use CoinGecko. You can create your own, but I highly recommend creating your own watch list. When you basically have to create an account. It's something I've done for a long time, but I just never really talk about it. Basically, like I've got a list of different projects that I'm taking a look at, and we're not going to go into all of these, but just for reference, right now in the past 24 hours, the only thing that's doing really well, which Syndicate, not surprised, we're going to actually talk about this one, is in the green. Everything else is down. Gold Fever, Native Gold, so down 12%. But for the most part, nothing is past like 15 or 20%. Honestly, if things are like negative 20%, that would be a little bit more cause for concern. But again, that's only in 24 hours. If we look at the past 7 days, this is what's technically in the green. Ultra, it's actually a really good project, but I'm not going to go over it. And then, yeah, look, the same thing for NGL. NGL is down 44%. Corbata is down 35, 27 for Phantasma. We're actually going to talk about Phantasma later. Guild of Guardians, yeah. So we got a lot of 20%ers. So on a 7-day, even Immutable X, which this makes sense. Basically, something you guys need to take into consideration when you're thinking about Metaverse GameFi plays is they're very, very, very volatile. Just to kind of put it in perspective, let's see if it organizes it. There you go. So kind of put in perspective, as you can see, like aside from Decentraland, Sandbox, Axes, those are really, oh, I guess Ecomi too. Oh, this is actually a surprise. Oh yeah, Engine. So aside from like these top ones right here, which are all in the billion-dollar market cap range, everything else is like in the millions or lower. Pretty freaking nuts. So like even like DeFi Kingdoms, for example, I'm pretty bullish on this project, but I'm not talking about it today. 467 million. You know, that's really not that much. And you can see from the total, from the market cap ranking, it's only 156, 153, but that's also can be a good thing. That means that there's some X's in it left, right? Meanwhile, something like Ecomi or Engine, their rank's still pretty good. There's still going to be some X's, but probably nothing more like, and I'm not saying it will do this, just so you guys know. I'm just speculating, like probably nothing more than 5X, maybe a 10X, but I highly doubt the 10X. More 5X would be likely. 3X, very possible. But yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I would highly recommend putting together a watch list of projects you really like. And before I actually go into the plays, I'm going to show you guys a Twitter account that I really like. Ignore this for right now. We're going to go into it, but GameFi Drops is their Twitter. They have a lot of good information they drop out. Is this one? No, these are all okay. The other one is gamefi.org. So they have at gamefi_official. This is also a really good one. And then this is actually a project that I'm kind of going to cover, but this is not the worst one either to follow. So these are just some recommendations. I don't recommend this one as much as I recommend gamefi.org or GameFi Drops, but these are all really good. So I'd highly follow those for information regarding Metaverse and GameFi plays. Okay, so let's go into like the first play. This one's DeFi Land. It's built on Solana, so that's something to keep in mind. And you'll kind of notice a trend here. Like I think the games that are the ones that I've been what I've noticed is most games are built on either Solana, Ethereum, or Immutable X. Or sorry, Solana or Ethereum, and then the layer 2s mostly are either Polygon or Immutable X for Ethereum. There are some that are being built on Avalanche, which is pretty cool. And there's also projects on other ecosystems, other layer 1s like Phantom and all that stuff, but nothing crazy in those departments, not yet. But maybe later down the road. And actually, I take it back. Maybe it wasn't Phantasma. It might be a different project that I'm getting mixed up with Phantom. The Phantasma, the Phantom name kind of confuses me. But DeFi Land, this is pretty cool. So from what I can remember when I was researching this, this is supposed to be like a, you can kind of like make money off of your, if this thing will ever freaking load. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna load. My computer's crap, honestly. I need to get a new one. But as you can see, like circulating supply right now is 598 million. Max supply is 10 billion. So yeah, I mean, it's very small circulating supply right now. This is a pretty newish project. If we're looking at the price. So yeah, I mean, it came out in November of 2021, which that's literally when all hell broke loose. And look what happened. Oh my gosh. So, I mean, hey, if you're willing to take a gamble on a project like this, it's not at a terrible price, but personally, I'm not buying any projects right now for something as volatile and as risky as GameFi, but it is something to look at and pay attention to. So, okay, this is exactly what I remember. So you get single-sided staking for DeFi Land, which is pretty cool. Let's look at this DeFi Land bank teaser. Okay. Wow, look at that. Juicy, very juicy. So I'm assuming this is a timer for how long you would stake your DeFi Land for. Yeah, so it's actually going live on the 24th. So it's not even available now. So this probably means like if potentially, if this is a project that interests you, I have to say that because this is not financial advice. On February 24th, you'll be able to, at 5 p.m. UTC, if you already acquired your DeFi Land NFT, you'll be able to stake it. Sorry, your DeFi Land tokens, you'll be able to stake it single-sided. So that's pretty cool. Yep, directly on their website, easily access manage accounts. So this is cool too. This is pretty common, I think, right now within any Metaverse or GameFi plays. Flexed and locked staking options. Obviously, if you lock it, the more you lock it, the higher your APY is going to be, as it says right here. And yeah, this is like a pretty cool project. So basically, kind of my methodology behind a lot of or some of these plays, not all of them, is I'm looking to make passive income. And basically with passive income plays, you kind of want to, like, as someone who's more in this for the finances, for the profit than for the games, I could care less about the game. I care more about, is the demand there? Is the community there? Is the user base there? And is there ways for me to make money without having to necessarily play the game? And so this is kind of what interests me, and how I found out about this project in the first place kind of goes back to GameFi drops. Now it's not on here right now, but they did have one second. They did have a post about this project in particular. So something I'm also trying to focus on, you're going to see this is going to become a popular trend, like starting soon. It's going to be EWP, earn without playing. Okay, that's going to be a more common, I think, at least, I'm speculating here, of course, but I think it's going to become a more common business model for a lot of these games. Sin City is in here, and I don't think, it's not the one I'm going to reference later, which is very interesting. But this is actually a post by GameFi Drops. These are top 10 GameFi projects by all-time high ROI. And this was posted on the 16th, so it's a couple days old now. But it's very interesting. So Yield Guild Games is on here. And also there's Blockchain Monster Hunt, Crop Bites, Sin City, Splinterlands. Oof. Yeah, this one is actually an interesting project. I'm still looking into it, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. But then there's Nakamoto Games, Playermon, and the rest. Gaia Everworld. That one looks kind of interesting to me personally. But again, I'm not playing with that. But let's see. Maybe they posted some up-to-date stuff. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. So these are upcoming like token releases, I believe. Like instead of IDOs, so like a DAO offering, initial DAO offering, there's initial GameFi offering, I'm assuming it means. So, you know, again, this is a really good Twitter page, really good resource for things like this. I like this. They do like daily updates like this. And so they'll kind of like break down like a list of games, GameFi products or projects, and then kind of list like things that are going on. Like this one, Ryan, not our Neon Heroes. It says opens Neon DAO. This one, you know, Mr. Anonymous. Again, we're not going to go into these, but I'm just giving you an example of like stuff that I like to see from this. And then also like they kind of go more in depth sometimes with like other ones. And I have no idea if they're shilling or they're getting paid, you know, for any of this stuff. But to be honest, they provide so much different like projects. And a lot of these projects I have not heard of. So that's always a good sign to me. This one actually is from yesterday. Let's look at this real quick. Alien Worlds is as of the 16th actually. So they dropped this on the 17th at 12:13 a.m. but is on, as of the 16th. So Luvium's on there, Gala Games is on there, Decentraland. Decentraland Games, don't sleep on this, guys. I would look more into Decentraland Games, not financial advice, just my opinion. It's associated with Decentraland. Axis Infinity, I said Illuvium already. Mobox, I've heard of that one. Merit Circle, I've also heard of that. Peg Axes, that's a pretty popular one right now for people interested in crap like that. Horse racing, essentially gambling. C2Fi Fund, that's actually a pretty good platform to find new games, new gaming projects. But anyways, okay, let me go back into that because I got a little distracted. So yeah, this is super interesting. Read their Medium, read about their whole staking thing. If you guys are familiar with, man, what's it called? FN's, shoot, let me see if I can find it. So this is a project that I've kind of like most recently heard about. There's a buddy of mine and he was telling me about like how it was doing some crazy like price appreciation. It's Fancy Games, but they have a thing called Fancy Birds. I'm not invested into it. I'm not going to invest in this. I don't recommend you invest into this, but if this freaking thing will load. But apparently like, crap. Hold on real quick. Anyways, now I'm not even gonna pull it up, but like it kind of reminds me, like, look, it had like similar graphics to Fancy Birds, I think is what it's called. So that's super interesting to me. I don't know why this is blurry, but it is what it is. This is also cool too. So I kind of like it, kind of, you know, the graphics and stuff. Obviously, it reminds me more of like a little app that you would, or a game that you would download on your iPhone or something, or your Android. And then, yeah, you know, like it's obviously like gamified, like it says DeFi land. So it's decentralized finance land. So it's a gamified DeFi platform. You know, they got the vaults, all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, this is a super cool project. Again, I'm not going super in depth with it just because, but yeah, I mean, let's see, DFL, let's look at more accurate data. I like to use Dex Screener a lot. That's also a good resource to check out charts. So basically it takes all the decentralized exchange data around tokens. So sometimes if you can't find a token that's, especially within GameFi, that's not on TradingView, a lot of people go to charts.cointrader.pro. And sometimes you can't even find that, or it's not as great of info because it's only Coin Market Cap or Coin Paprika, I think it's what it's called. But let's see, Decentral. 1 second. Let me pull that back up. I want to make sure this is right. No, so this is on Solana, so that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, it isn't it, right? 0.07. Oh, okay, I see. Sorry about that, guys. My computer is going crazy right now. Okay, let's check this out. Oh, this isn't the right one either. Damn it. Well, okay, I can't find this right now for whatever reason. See this. DeFi degen land sounds like something I would come up with. Okay. Well, we can't find it right here, and that's totally fine. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, like, take a look at the chart. Make sure it's logarithmic so you can kind of get a better scope of view. Make sure price is selected, and then I think you could probably get this on Radium. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So you can buy some Solana, transfer it to your not to your MetaMask, to your Phantom wallet. So PHANTOM, and then you hop on Radium, which is a pretty amazing exchange or a decentralized exchange, and just swap for DeFi land if you want that. The next project, this is actually a really, really good one. I won't go on the website actually. This is Unicorn Milk. So it's actually the token that you earn in a game that I'm very skeptical to talk about it, but it's called Crypto Unicorns. This one has been like something that has popped up on my radar like for the past couple weeks now, something like that, maybe 3 weeks. And I've been paying attention to it. It's actually super interesting. So in my opinion, it reminds me of My Little Ponies, which is like just something that I'm not even going to get into it. It's pretty whack, but I don't like that it's like all this unicorn stuff, but it is crypto world, and you kind of got to get past all this like crazy nonsense sometimes. One sec. But anyways, so like I can picture like kids getting on board with this game. Basically, like you're going to be able so you can purchase these NFTs off of OpenSea. You can purchase the crypto unicorns itself, or you can purchase the land. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool, Jeff. I didn't know that. Or actually, no, I think someone told me that after I talked about it the other day. I brought it up briefly. Yeah, so I just actually found about this off of YouTube and crypto Twitter, honestly. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. Like you can actually earn passive income off of this game. From what I've been told, I don't own any of this myself. Like I said, I'm not getting into any projects. I'm just researching projects. If there's a good opportunity, I might start DCAing. But for this kind of thing, to make passive income, from what I've noticed so far, it's rarely ever off the coins itself or like staking the coins. It's more so off of purchasing NFTs for the game. And then either one of two things. So one of the business models I've found, here, let me stop sharing for a sec. One of the business models that I found is you either do a, you rent out your NFT to like, kind of doing like a scholar program like you would do with Axie Infinity, and have someone pay you money for renting your NFT. I'm not going to go like super in depth to that because that's still a pretty new concept to me, even though I'm like familiar with, or not a new concept, but like I haven't done the process myself, so I don't feel comfortable sharing or teaching you guys. But it's something you could look into. It's something that's pretty common in Axie Infinity and some other games as well. But you rent out this NFT, and then you can make money that way, or you purchase the NFT land. And I believe you can either stake your land, or you can have people like pay you for staking their unicorns on your land as well. So that's super interesting. And there are quite a few projects actually within the GameFi metaverse space that are doing something similar. But this is kind of a thing where like you kind of got to be on it. So these are actually NFTs that, in my opinion, like if you're someone who's not really into NFTs at all, those stupid JPEG stuff, like I'm with you. And I think like from a more passive income standpoint, you want to purchase NFTs with a good team, good developers, and that have actually like a profitable model in place. And the good thing about a lot of NFTs for gaming, or specifically gaming NFTs, they actually appreciate in value over time because there's more demand to get them, So it's not like your JPEG, I'm not saying they don't lose value at any point in time, but it's different than your JPEG NFTs where they kind of fluctuate depending on, is on a lot of variables, essentially, is the hype still there? Meanwhile, this is like, hey, because people are making money off of it, they're more incentivized. But basically by staking, by the game currency is called Unicorn Milk. Because it's going to be on YouTube, I'm not going to say what I'm thinking this word really should be, but I'll let you guys do the thinking. Unicorn something else. But yeah, I mean, this is a really cool project. Read into the white paper, especially the V2, because the V2 I believe is coming out soon. Yeah, I mean, they got like a pretty good roadmap. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Yeah, so egg sales, they already done that. We're currently, so yeah, they did the land sales, and they're going to do another, oh no, sorry. They already did this, the third land, or the phase 3 land sale. And then we're approaching the 28th, so there's going to be a public sale. So that's something to keep in mind. So if you're interested in this project, you can get a public sale there. Also, you can hop over to OpenSea, and let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, actually, let's see real quick what this is going for. Crypto unicorn. This is the one right here. Cool part is it's on Polygon, which is really nice. So like really low gas fees, but 1.65 Ethereum. Just for reference real quick. See what that currently is priced at. I mean, it's for sure over $2,700. So yeah, it's just like $4,600 for a unicorn. That's insane. And that's just a floor price. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look how stupid these look. But hey, I mean, they're characters, they earn you money, you know? So it's like, who gives a crap at the end of the day, right? They'll take 3, that's funny. Okay. Let's get back to this. Yeah, so like, again, check out this project. It's super, super cool. Not in terms of like graphics or like the concept, but more so like the money to be made. That's what excites me. But yeah, read white papers of all this stuff. It's gonna be super important. And then see if I can go back to unicorn milk. Yeah, so again, it's on Polygon. So you'll need to purchase Matic in order to buy this. And then you'll have to bring Matic to your MetaMask and then swap it for, or swap some of it for Ethereum in order to pay for any of the NFTs. So you could also get the land, which I didn't go into, but I believe the land is significantly cheaper right now. Yeah, actually, let me pull it up. Why not? I think it's like 0.08 ETH. So crypto unicorn land. All right, cool. Yeah, so there's like 30,000 available. 0.083. Let's see how much ETH that is, just out of curiosity. I mean, it's all 0.083. Okay, so not bad. It's only like 231 bucks. So obviously there's a lot of other factors. I wouldn't just like bum rush and go buy one of these. You'd have to be like pretty bullish on the project. But let's see, like this is last 90 days. Average was 0.14. So actually you're getting it at a steal if you're talking about from a 90-day average perspective. Also, the price of ETH is down right now. So yeah, 0.34 on January 30th. And then most recently 0.29. So actually on February 16th, that was literally like a couple days ago. So that's actually really solid. So who knows? Keep in mind though, also like this might vary in a few different factors, such as, you know, the prop or the rarity. So a lot of times with these gaming ones, you can actually go down here on this section and enter in like the rare and mythical. So I'm curious. Yeah, so I have low to high for rare and mythical. Yeah, 0.17, 0.175. So yeah, I mean, these are like for more, I guess, common ones. But hey, you can probably still make money off of common ones. I just don't know what resources it gives you. So that's going to vary. But yeah, that's something to check out. The other project is Crabata. I'm not going to go too in depth about this, but because I'm pretty sure this is like fairly mainstream right now. But you got to take advantage during like situations like this, specifically for the NFT side of things. Because again, a lot of these gaming projects I'm talking about, they have respective NFTs for them in order to actually like earn. I mean, I think, don't quote me on this, I think for a lot of these games, you can probably still play it for free, but, or maybe that's not entirely true. But I'm assuming that you can play them for free, but if not, you're probably gonna have to purchase an NFT in order to really earn any money off of it. Yeah, so like I would say like a low here was 0.40. Let's see, logarithmic, yep, so 40 cents, currently at $1.33. So definitely would not buy the token right now per se. But if you were, making money off of it, yeah, you can be staking. This is really cool to see, because again, like a lot of these are passive income plays. Like I said, this is cool that they do this. Kind of reminds me of the NASDAQ. Avalanche down. So Avalanche is actually down right now. So let's see, 8,900 TUS. Whoa. So like, yeah, look, it costs you like $2,207. Oh, this is a battle game. That's what it was, right? Right. Yeah, I have a research, and this is lowest to high, by the way. So the cheapest one is $2,200. Keep that in mind. Who wants 20 of these? So a lot of these projects, again, are gonna because they're already out. There's going to be NFTs that cost a lot of money for them right now because people are already earning income from it. Let's actually go back. Oops, that's not what I do. Let's actually go back real quick. Like I'm making this number up, but let's just say you're earning 10 Krabata a day, 10 Krabata tokens, CRA. That's $13 right there. What if you're earning like 150 a day per NFT that you have? That's like $200. I'm not saying that you can make 150 a day. I don't know. You'd have to read more into this project and its white paper and all that stuff. Actually, let's see, just for a little bit of laughing. Let's see, staking. Oh, man. So annoying. Oh, are you freaking kidding me? Log me out. It sucks. Well, I'm not gonna log back in, guys, because just don't feel like it. Go to tokenomics then. And hopefully this is quick. Okay, so yeah, Krabata can be bred and used in games to earn cryptocurrencies with real value. All Krabata live on the blockchain, so players have full control of their assets. That's pretty cool. CRA is the governance token, and then this is actually what you'd have to pay with. Treasure Undersea, which I think you can only earn this from playing the game. So I don't know if maybe you could purchase this on the secondary market. I don't know. Token distribution. Huh, interesting. Let's see if I can find it. If I can't quickly find it, I'll move on. Whoa. So it says for the idle game. So this probably means like you don't actually have to like be actively playing it, but there's a 60 million CRA that is allotted as incentives towards being idle. That's something cool to know. So you have to form a mining party comprising of at least 3 of the Krabatas. So that's 3 NFTs. So that's $2,200 each. So keep that in mind. This is still pretty hefty. And then you have to select a vacant mine and deploy the mining party. So there is like a stake. Again, it's like DeFi. Okay, so it says every 4 hours you get 375. Okay, so 375 CRA and 303. So that's actually pretty cool. If you save your your TUS, you can probably get another Krabata and then increase the amount of daily rewards you're getting. But that's interesting. So let's say, what are there, like 16 hours in the day that we're actually awake? So 4 divided by 16. Oh, sorry, 16 divided by 4. Oh my God. Terrible at math, guys. So it's 4. So that's 4. So 3.75 times 4 hours. So you're getting like 15 a day right now per 3. So it's actually not like a lot of money. That's actually like $20. But if you're able to build a fleet, I guess it could be lucrative. Or if you got in, one of the NFTs at a pretty affordable price, I guess there's that. Let's see. I think you could also stake the token too. Yeah, it will go up in time. Honestly, it's probably like, so a lot of people aren't really putting too much money into like the metaverse yet. So it's like still fairly early. I had to say it with quotes, air quotes, because people are going to chew me alive and say we're not early. It's like, relatively speaking, I mean, we kind of are. There's a lot of people in the crypto space who don't mess with gaming or play to earn or metaverse stuff at all. That's why it has such a small market cap in comparison to like layer ones or DeFi protocols or XYZ, you know? So attributes mining, yeah. So there's different ways, of course, to earn money. I'm not going to go too much more into this, but the next one I want to talk about is this syndicate. So I actually brought this up for anybody who's in the Telegram group chat, the Logical Crypto Telegram group chat. Basically, oh, cool. Did they change the name? Interesting. So it used to be Sin City. Now they're calling it Mobland. Huh. Whoa. That's interesting. So this used to be called Sin City, so SYN City, but now they're calling it Mobland. So here's something to keep in mind. So the marketplace is not out yet. So this is really, really new project. When I talked about this in the Telegram group, it was actually having its IDO. So I had the opportunity to buy it. I was being a little bit greedy, did not buy into the project at 0.07 because I wanted 0.05 a token. As you can see right now, it's 0.09 and it's still up 75% for the day. We are looking at year's price. Oh, does this thing work? Okay, cool. Yeah, so like I was talking about it on January 25th. And basically it did drop down to 0.05, but I wasn't paying attention. This is why it's so important to be paying attention. And then I think staking was released on the 9th of February. And that's why we saw this spike all the way up to like 13 cents. So right now it's still like fairly new. Like I said, it launched this year, January 25th. Today is February 18th, 2022. And you know, it's 9 cents. So if you are looking for a really, really early opportunity to get in a really solid game, and I'm going to go more in depth about this because I'm pretty bullish on it for a lot of reasons. So number one is the people behind this game, right? So the same people who made Grand Theft Auto have made this Metaverse game. It's a mafia type mobster game, okay? There's also a lot of amazing people backing this up. Justin Kahn, which I'm not going to go into much to who he is, but he's the co-founder of Twitch, and also he has, you know, Goat Capital. There's also Robert Chan, who's also part of Goat Capital. There's this one of the guys behind Synthetics. Oops, excuse that. Why isn't this working? Do Kwon. These are the two reasons why, or not two, but these are three reasons why. So Do Kwon, founder of Terra, is one of the investors, one of the people behind the project. Paul Menchov. I always said Menchov. Menchov. So not too many people know about this, but because I work in the tech industry for my day job, I know about this particularly. So CoinList is like an up and coming like exchange, from what I can remember, for cryptocurrency, and it's based in the US. But Paul Menchov is one of the guys behind that. And then man, there's someone else. It's not showing him on here, but Kieran Warwick from Illuvium was back in this project. I don't know if he still is, but like, look at all these, look at this CoinList, Synthetics, Superfarm. That's actually a pretty big one. Neo Tokyo, Alex Becker's project, or maybe it's not Alex Becker's project. Sorry, I don't know too much about Neo Tokyo itself. I haven't researched it, but I know it's associated with Alex Becker. Unix, again, I mentioned that earlier. Merit Circle, very, very, very big, very, very well known. Yield Guild Games, that's, you know, I'm not going to go too much into it, but it's a guild essentially where you can rent NFTs, you can do the whole scholar program, and more. Again, I'm not going to go too much into it. Binance NFTs involved, Terra's involved, Coin Market Cap. Look, there you go, Illuvium, Synthetics. So these are like reasons why I'm bullish. It's the people behind it, and also like from the looks of things, it looks like it's going to be a pretty cool game. Okay. Staking was released. Oh, I have it open already. What am I doing? Staking was released. I can't connect my wallet, but I think, don't quote me on this, I think it's like 800, maybe 800, maybe 300 to 800% APR right now. It is an Ethereum-based token, so keep that in mind. I don't remember if they're being built on Immutable X or not, though. But yeah, man, I mean, I would try and stake Sinner. That's the name of the token because it used to be Sin City. So you're a sinner if you own this token. And then you get S Sinner as rewards. So something to keep in mind though about staking. You're locking up your tokens most likely if that's what you choose to do. But even if you don't lock your tokens up when you're staking and you're earning like less APR, then your rewards, the S Sinner rewards, so stake Sinner rewards, are locked. I don't remember the exact date when they unlock, but it's something to keep in mind, okay? Let's go back here. And then the marketplace is not out yet. This is the team. So the team's fully doxed too, which is nice. Man, where's the docs for this? This is upsetting me. But look, marketplace isn't out yet. So what I'm trying to say is this is a really big project with a lot of big names backing behind it. So when NFTs come out for this, you're going to want to try and snag them day one. You know, so you got to be on this. You got to join their Discord. You know, like that's something I didn't mention earlier. Join Discords for any of the gaming projects you're interested in, because that's going to be super crucial to getting the most up-to-date information as quickly as possible. And then Twitter as well. Follow them on Twitter. You know, set if it's a project you're very bullish on, like this, like for me, this is one of the projects I'm very bullish on. You will want to be like on it. Let's see. Man, I want to find a doc. I can't find one. Maybe here. Yes, let's go. Love it. So yeah, like that's so funny. So it's the first ever Mafia Metaverse. That's also why it's super cool. They got layer 3, play and earn modules. So this is like, look at this graphics. This is probably like the better. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's probably one of the better graphic games oh, let's go here. Sorry, I got distracted. They're going to be a good variety of NFTs in Mobland, the characters, equipments, turf, the license, and a lot more. Again, like I said, pay attention to this. Marketplace, decentralized marketplace, be accessible by sinners from all territories. Stake Sinner can be used only in Mobland NFT marketplace. That's funny. Yeah, it reminds you of the Star Wars mobile turn-based games. Yeah, man. I mean, hey, I've never played those ones, so I don't know, but I'll take your word for it. So you get actually a 25% discount in the price markup, but it can't be traded anywhere else if you're using Stake Sinner. So maybe you can also, it doesn't say here, but maybe you can also use Sinner to purchase it. But in order to get 25% off, which that's huge, this is another reason why you want to be staking, because you're going to earn staked Sinner. Remember, so once this marketplace launches and stuff, you'll probably be able to, again, I'm not sure about if it's your rewards get fully like can't be used towards purchases, but I know like you can't like claim your rewards and try and sell them, to my knowledge. So it says coming soon in Q1 of 2022. So look at this. Oh my God, I hate this thing. I hate this. One sec, guys. There you go. Okay, so crew. This is super interesting. I wish I could zoom in on this. Well, it's so saying like you can purchase crew, equipment, bases, businesses. So I'll probably look into this. Probably also get some crew. If honestly, I'm probably gonna be very involved in this game, depending on how lucrative it is. And I speculate that it'll be pretty cheap to get in at first, and it's gonna just appreciate in value. Look at this. You also got a Sin Pass. So whoa, this is good. OG Genesis key. Again, this is more like if you're going to be playing it, which I think I might, honestly. At least I'll check it out. If let's see, official link, OpenSea. So I'm actually discovering some of it. This stuff wasn't here before when I was looking into this project. So I'm discovering this stuff with you guys. Wow, holy crap. I don't know if I want to pay 3.79 Ethereum, but I might. Who knows? Let's see. What did it start off at? All time. Let's look at that. So, okay. Yeah, so I mean, it's actually not too bad. So 2.38 seems to be the lowest at that point, and then 2.2 on February 12th. Last 90 days. This is also how you can analyze NFTs to kind of see like if you're getting a good price or not. Keep in mind, from my perspective, when when Ethereum is dipping down in price, NFTs usually appreciate in the number of Ethereum. So this is actually an easy arbitrage situation if you're flipping any NFTs. Again, it's based on solid projects too, of course, so keep that in mind. Yeah, so 2.2, this actually isn't a bad buying price if you're wanting to get an OG pass. I'm sure there's some kind of benefit to it. Genesis NFT drop. This was a free mint. What? Oh, that's so dumb. To acquire minting codes, okay, so you have to, okay, so I'm not a gamer though, so yeah, this might not be worth it. It's going to provide multiple perks, incentives, and private access to the mob. Oh man, I don't know. Airdrops guarantee whitelisting, staking multipliers. Okay, huh. Might be something worth looking into. I'm not going to say I'm going to buy it for sure, but we'll see. Like I said, I'm pretty bullish on this particular. All right, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, you guys can check this out, look more into it. I don't want to take too much time on this because I don't want to be shilling this, even though again I'm very bullish on the project. But look, again, still amazing price. Like the lowest it's dropped so far since its sale, its token launch, which January 25th, is 5 cents. And then 9 cents is where it's current at. So only 4 cents up. Okay. Unix. Okay. So Unix is, to my understanding, a gaming studio. All right. These are actually very good to buy. So gaming studios are going to be key for like where gaming launchpad / gaming studio kind of deal, right? These are going to be like where you find out about a lot of games, and etc. Here, actually, let's do this because I'm probably butchering this right now, to be honest, guys. Here it is. So it's a DAO. There you go. Which gaming DAOs are a little bit different than like traditional DAOs, but than like traditional crypto DAOs. But essentially, like this is like a launch pad for play to earn games, for GameFi games. Okay. So yeah, so it says right here, it says it's involved with DAO vaults, generating high yield returns. So that's kind of where the DAO model is. It's basically, it's kind of like a launch pad. So they're trying to raise money, so that's why they're incentivizing you with high yield returns. But it also gives you access to the IGO launch pad. So that's the name of their one, or initial game offering launch pads. So any new games that are launching, you have the ability to like get in early as an investor into it. So this is something to look at. I'm not saying this is like the best buy, but this is like pretty popular. And again, that's why I was recommending following them on Twitter as well, because like their gaming guild, they're going to be like shilling anything that they're from any games that are launching on their launchpad. Okay. So this is kind of where you can find some like cool projects, and you don't have to take part in actually, I usually don't recommend you participate in the IGO. I'm not saying you won't make money, but again, it's riskier. But a lot of times I like to see how things play out. Let's see, Splinterlands, for example, I mentioned that earlier. So it kind of gives you a little brief rundown. So again, this is a great place to research, figure out all these projects and stuff. You can read up on the roadmap of this if you did want, which I always recommend reading the roadmap, see what their plan is. So let's see, so yeah, they got 100 scholars. That's cool. Or that was at least their plan. I don't know if they actually accomplished it. Yep, that's what I was talking about. So this is what I've been hearing about, this gaming studio. So gaming studios are essentially like Gala games, if you're familiar. It means that, or it's kind of like Ubisoft or Activision or Blizzard. Like they have multiple games in their studio that is launched from them by their team with their funding and all that stuff. But like the game titles have their own names. So it's not going to be like, oh, Unix Gaming, or like Unix Unicorn, Crypto Unicorn. No, it's not going to be like that, and I'm just using that as an example. So yeah, so they got like pretty cool stuff. You can head to the DAO if you're more looking to earn yield, I guess. I don't recommend participating in DAOs ever, just so you know. I played around with them when they first came out, like not this one, but just a DAO in particular or in general. And I didn't like them. I kind of noticed that it's like it's not a great way to earn money. It's more if you're trying to get access to certain things that the DAO in particular is doing. Like for example, in this case, like you're getting 78% APY. Okay, these are actually like more sustainable APYs, if I'm being honest. So yeah, this one's 284, Epoch 3 to 6. But again, I don't recommend this. And to my knowledge, it's on Ethereum. Yes, it's on Ethereum or Polygon, but yeah, high gas fees, especially when you withdraw. So that's something to keep in mind too with staking. Don't forget when you're staking, if you're doing Sinner, so Sin's or Mobland, sorry, let me change my name, or you're doing Unix or crypto. Well, actually, crypto unicorns is excluded from this, but DeFi land, any of that stuff, that's all ERC20 tokens, so Ethereum tokens. So it means you're going to have to pay like Ethereum gas fees. So if this, which this is already going up, the gas for Ethereum is right now 85 Gwei, but if this is like at 160, you're going to be paying an arm and a leg potentially. Also, the bigger the amount, the higher fee the transaction is. So keep that in mind. But yeah, kind of going into this, we kind of briefly touched on this. I didn't do too much, but let me pull this back up. And then after I mention this, guys, we can kind of go more towards a few other projects that were brought up my way. But yeah, I mean, you could see through this list, like I brought up earlier, like these are like the trending ones in the past 24 hours. Top games, again, selected daily update. This is by GameFi drops, so it could be a little bit biased, could be a little bit skewed. Keep that in mind. But this is also something, look, I mentioned crypto unicorns earlier. So this is like their guild landscape, okay? So these are projects that are essentially like supporting crypto unicorns in some capacity, okay? So you kind of want to look into these and figure out, okay, GuildFi, Indig, Loot Squad, YGGC, you know, Yield Guild Games C is what I'm assuming it means. Yield Guild Games, Ready Player DAO, that's, oh, I like that because Ready Player One. Pat DAO, Merit Circle. So I'm going to safely assume that like they're taking part in the whole like acquiring NFTs, lending them out, earning income that way for users of it. Again, I haven't researched these ones in particular. Yield Guild Games is the only one I'm familiar with. Merit Circle as well, but I've never heard of Merit Circle being used for this kind of thing, but I'm sure that they do. So yeah, I mean, check this out. It'd be super good. And then these are, this is a little bit older of a post. So yeah, it's February 14th, but this was top 10 GameFi projects by users in the last 7 days. So this is something important to look at, especially when investing in Metaverse stuff. So Splinterlands, I mentioned that earlier. So look at that, 500,000 users. Alien Worlds, another one, 324,000. Upland, and look, Axis Infinities is on here, but look, 115,000 users, 115.6 thousand. That's not that much. DeFi Kingdoms, even, which I'm bullish on, 53.99K. It's not that many users in comparison to these projects. So like, you know, put in perspective, let's check out Splinterlands, SPS. And we're not going to go too in depth in Splinterlands. I'm just pulling this up as reference point. Look, it's 13 cents, you know? And then look, it launched in February 17th. So it's fairly new. If you got in at 13 cents, not bad. You bought a dip. There might be another dip here potentially. It's still at 13 cents technically, but it was like at 13.15. It's now at 13.7. Yeah, I mean, maybe not a terrible price to get in, honestly. You know, I'm not saying it is a good price, but I'm saying maybe start DCing. You know, if you could get, you know, somewhere like around here, like 13.65. Not a bad place. And let's see, where would you get it? Gate.io, if you have one of those. I don't plan on it, even though maybe I should. Pancake Swap. Okay, so is this, yeah, oh, okay, that's right. This is a Binance Smart Chain token. So keep that in mind. So yeah, Pancake Swap would probably be what you need to use. I haven't used Binance Smart Chain at all, so it's way beyond me. Oh, man, okay. Going back, yeah, so anyways, you kind of want to look at users because that's the community, the users are what's going to drive, or what's going to drive the success sometimes, not all the time, but the success of projects usually, because the users are going to be buying up NFTs, are going to be buying up like, you know, the characters, the game, the land, the items, whatever. They're going to be the ones putting money into the ecosystem. You also want to look at partnerships, investors, all that kind of stuff. And then you want to look at, you know, again, you want to check out like the Medium if they have any mediums. You want to go on Telegram or Discord. I highly recommend Discord for this. So for GameFi plays, I only recommend Twitter and Discord. Telegram is just like kind of more straight to the point. It's not good for getting the alpha, in my opinion. But yeah, these are all projects that, you know, are really good to look into. This one is more recent. So this is top, but again, I think we looked at this earlier. So Yield Guild Games, this is by all-time high ROI, you know, so all-time high return on investment. We looked at that one earlier. And then GameFi, let's look at GameFi actually. Let me refresh this. And then again, we'll oh, that's right. I got to go over 2 more tokens. So yeah, I mean, like you can see they're talking about projects of Prometheus. Don't know what that is. Never heard of it. So look at this. Prometheus is the first on-chain strategic role-playing NFT game developed by Metagame Arena Studio. This is exactly why I said gaming studios are not a bad bet. If you're not a gamer, buy the token of the gaming studio potentially. You know, I'm not saying you're going to make the most games or the most amount of money, but you know, if they keep unleashing good games, Scala Games, in my opinion, whether you like their game production or not, they're really top. They're basically a blue chip in my opinion, you know, for crypto gaming in terms of like market cap ranking and the potential that they have overall. But yeah, I mean, again, highly volatile, highly risky. Check out GameFi, GameFi.org's. You can even go on their website if you wanted to, but GameFi.org's Twitter, super good. Let's see. Okay. So this one is for my man Dave. Logical Crypto. You wanted me to take a look at this. So I'm actually going to do this a little bit differently than I would. Here, actually, let's do charts. I'm going to do this a little bit differently than I usually would for the other games. Oh, that was weird. Okay, let's see. So Phantasma. Okay, we can see this chart. So on a log, it's showing that it came out back in May 2018, May 27, 2018, 51 cents. 2022, it's at $1.69. So what about the past year? So this is what it looks like in the past year. So it went from the 28th in 2021, February 18th, to, what did I say? 28 cents. That's what I meant. I said 28th, but I meant 28 cents, guys. To now it's at $1.56, right? It's down 6.1%. Let's see, I think it's on Binance Smart Chain, right? That's what it is too. So it's on Ethereum primarily, but you could also get it on Binance Smart Chain. This is a gaming studio, okay? Essentially, you know, there's games, there's decentralized apps. This is like a metaverse play overall. So there's, you know, you get the token, the games, pavilion, non-fungible, NFTs, decentralized apps, developers. This is really going to be, I think, you know, this is also one that has a potential to become a blue chip. But this is going to be like pretty crucial. You know, this is probably be like a kind of like a Blizzard or kind of like a Gala Games, you know, if I'm referencing it. These are some of the brands they work with. So if you're familiar with any of these names, KuCoin, Gate.io, Uniswap, PancakeSwap, easily find it there. This looks cool. The race car game, DS Automobiles. Yeah, so you know, it's something to take like to look into. This is not a project I'm currently investing in at all. Obviously I mentioned like, or I'm not invested in at all, period, like even prior to making my recent decision to not be buying anything, at least for the time being. Custom built blockchain. So if you want like the actual definition, is a custom built blockchain and ecosystem focused on enabling gamers, artists, and grandmas. That's funny. Grandmas alike to take advantage of the immense disruptive power that blockchain technology offers. So again, this is really good. Like in terms of projects, there's different perspectives, right? There's invest in the GameFi or the Metaverse token. And usually like the game itself that has its own token, kind of like what we mentioned with like Sin City or Mobland, kind of what we mentioned with crypto unicorns, you invest in unicorn milk, or DeFi land, you invest in their token, or you can invest in a gaming studio, something that helps to produce games. This isn't like a full-on gaming studio, but it's kind of like that mixed with a few other things, kind of like Gala Games. So you're not buying the game tokens, but you're buying the game studios tokens. So you're basically having like ownership or share or shareholder ownership over the gaming studio as a whole. So if you're staking or earning interest on that token, or even just holding it and letting the price appreciate, you're basically taking advantage of the success of this platform, this launch pad, this ecosystem. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool. So like it does custom built blockchain and custom or in ecosystem focusing. So this is really good. And the fact that it mentions grandmas alike, this tells me that this is like very user friendly. Maybe the grandma language wasn't the smartest of theirs, but this means that it's going to be very, very, I guess I already opened it. This tells me it's going to be very friendly. Let's look at the white paper. Okay, so they're giving you a PDF. So something to keep in mind, I typically, like my red flag radar immediately goes off whenever I see PDFs, not because PDF white papers are actually all bad. This one looks like it has a ton of good information. I like the structure of this, but typically you'll find some like pretty shady projects have PDFs. So again, I don't think this one's bad though. This one's been around a long time. This one I think will do very well. I think this one's going to be a fairly stable play. Let's see features, but a lot of times the reason I don't like this is actually pretty extensive. So there's 27 pages. That's not common within like those slow rug ones. So yeah, this is cool. Yeah, you can read through this. Okay, cool. They got validator nodes, developer community. That's good. It's telling you where like 3% is going towards. They have dual token. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's right. They have a kcal, which is like an energy network research. Yeah, I remember this. I looked at this one a long time ago, but I just don't remember it. So this is pretty cool. So you generate 1 SOL per day. That's awesome. Man, generating 1 SOL a day. So yeah, I mean, you can kind of look into this project. It's not bad, honestly. Like I do think this is a top tier project. Look at this ranking, 315. So there's still room to grow. And then, oh, here's a pro tip. A lot of people don't know this. When you're on CoinGecko, I think you can do this. Don't quote me on CoinMarketCap. I don't use CoinMarketCap, so I don't fully know, but you can kind of go to category section and then click Command F, type in GameFi. You can type that, or as you can see, let's just do play to earn, for example. There's play to earn, there's Metaverse, there's GameFi, so they organize it. And basically this is organized by market cap. So look, Phantasma's here. Phantasma is on my watch list. It is a project that I do think will do well long term. I just haven't spent as much time as I would like researching it. Merit Circle is on here as well, so keep that in mind. Just because I brought it up earlier. Let me see if I can. Jeez. So it's a DAO, man. So like keep that in mind. It helps maximize your yield across, play to earn games and the metaverse as a whole. So again, like beware of DAOs and stuff. Interesting how to play. Oh, that's funny. They have a guide here. Never seen that. So just again, Phantasma is pretty solid, 315. Look, it's in the top. Look, like let's see. Axes is first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's like 14 or 15. I might have missed one when I did that. It's just in the top 15 of these play to earn games, play to earn coins, by market capitalization. So that's pretty good. In my mind, anything in the top 20 is like worth giving a look at. These are probably, I don't know about benzene, but Klee Kai seems like a rug. Holy crap, these are all down. Unix, 7 days. Let's go, baby. I say that as if I own it. I don't. It's funny. Okay, yeah, so that's a good one. I really think that you guys should look more into this. There's actually one more thing I want to check out while we're here. Ecosystem. Ooh, smart NFTs. So that sounded cool to look into. NFTs in mind. Yeah, I haven't looked at this in a long time. I'm gonna have to look further into this, honestly, guys. I kind of wish Logic were here because I know he'd probably have some questions. Smarter, more features. This is probably a good video. What is a smart NFT? Yeah, I really want to know what a smart NFT is because I didn't know that NFTs weren't smart. Unique concept of NFT metadata being divided into ROM and RAM. Huh, interesting. Multi-layered. Whoa. That's cool. Minting on demand. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more deeper dive into this. And then the next, oh yeah, let's look at the chart too. So that's what I said I was gonna do. Actually pretty funny. So this is daily, right? Yeah, this is actually pretty nice chart. Kind of, so if you guys are into Elliott wave theory at all, I am personally. What we can see here, kind of got, you know, and obviously I'm not in the weekly chart right now, so keep that in mind. But just like on the daily here, kind of see like either that is the wave 5 or it's the wave 5 still going. I would say probably here's the wave 5. But you know, that's pretty good chart right there. Let's see in the weekly. Yeah, I mean, you do one of two things: shorter term. Yeah, so there's that, and now we're going to like a consolidation accumulation zone. Or, you know, if you're really looking at it from more macro perspective, you can say that this is wave 1, and we are currently in wave 3, which is the most impulsive wave. And kind of go from there. I'm curious though. So let's see, just at a, so that's a 70% decrease right there. That's an 80. What is it currently doing? So this will also tell me a lot. So it's so it already did a 70. So yeah, actually this, like right now, and I'm sure there's other factors that it's reliant on, but since it already did a 70, so it kind of did a 70, 80-ish over here, or 70 here, 80 drop here, another 70. So at a more short-term Elliott wave, you can argue and say that it's going to, you know, be in a consolidation zone, and then it's going to restart, reset. Or what you could think too, this is like crazy macro. You could say this is all wave 1. You know, I'm not going to go too much into Elliott wave theory and so in terms of like the doctrine or whatever you want to call it. Yes, this actually, oh, that's not what I was going to check. We already checked that. I was going to check this. I want to see like how much it pumped. 1,500, 1,600. Yeah. Let's see. 2,000. Okay, so 2,839%. Holy crap. So I would argue, this is my personal opinion, my view on this Elliott wave. So I would say this was like 8,000. You know, that's very outlandish, but like essentially what I'm trying to say with this Project Phantasma is this looks good to me. This is a strong chart. Okay. Oh, this is a weekly. Let's switch it back to daily. Let's see. Yeah, so honestly, this is literally the same pattern as Bitcoin. You know, if I were to pull up TradingView right now. Whoops. Looks like that's what I left off on. Just for the sake of it. So yeah, like this kind of looks exactly like Bitcoin in a way, which very interesting. You know, I didn't expect that. Not 100% obviously, but like you kind of have this little dip right here. You know, you got this U right here. You kind of have that coming up right here. You have that coming up right here. You know, you have this dip right here. But you got that dip right there. And then kind of look at this last pattern, how it's kind of doing that. Whoops, same thing. Auto, there we go. Basically kind of like a similar thing right here as well. So that's super interesting. So yeah, I mean, this one probably follows Bitcoin fairly well. And then I guess we could also check before I do FCon, which is Space Falcon, which I'll get to that JF. And then I need to take like a little drink, or not a little drink. I need to drink a little bit more water. Oh, so I was going to do Sol. I'm actually curious now. So something else that you can do, and I don't do this too often on these videos, but I need to. We can kind of look to see once it loads. I have TradingView open on the app here. Okay. Computer is going very, very slow today. All right, let's see. So if you go down here, you can actually click BTC. And you can see, yeah, I mean, it has been outpacing Bitcoin at a point in time. Right now, it's kind of lolling right here. And then it's kind of doing the same with Ethereum as well. So this is really good to look to just kind of see. So I'm seeing a very uptrend. This is good. So this is also something you want to take into consideration when you're buying these altcoins. Like the whole point is to like you're buying them over something safer like Bitcoin or Ethereum. Not saying those two are safe, but they're safer because they have less volatile movements. Is like how do they match up with like Bitcoin and Ethereum in terms of outpacing it? So that's super cool. Space Falcon. So JF actually brought this to my attention. He talked about it, and then he did a 2x on his purchase of it. Let's kind of look at it from this perspective. Okay, so this actually looks, it's not outpacing Ethereum in the max. Let's see in a year though. Oops, whoa, what did I do there? Let me remove this. Yeah, so it's actually not outpacing Ethereum. And it's not outpacing, at least like in the very long term, but I'm sure. Yeah, so you know, I don't know. I can't speak to this project. I also don't know much about it personally itself. So let's kind of dive in. It's at 0.004 cents. Maybe JF can hop on here in a bit and share a little bit about the project too, because he obviously invested into it. But yeah, I remember this. So you're basically buying these spaceship NFTs to play. The token is available on KuCoin, Radium Exchange, which is a decentralized exchange, and then Gate.io. You know, I'm starting to find something, guys, here lately is that Gate.io seems to have a lot of these earlier, like these tokens at an earlier launch. So I might need to just bite the bullet, get KYC'd on Gate.io and kind of go from there. You go on Telegram, they have CoinMarket. They're on CoinMarketCap. They're obviously on CoinGecko, and then check out their Twitter as well. Let's actually pull up their Twitter. I should have probably done that for Phantasma. Metaplex is, okay, this is a Solana game, that's right. So again, this is kind of what I said earlier before. So a lot of the games that I've seen are primarily on Ethereum, of course, where they'll either have like, or they either be built on something like Polygon, which is layer 2 of Ethereum, or Immutable X, which is another layer 2 on Ethereum, specifically targeted to the gaming industry, or the GameFi Metaverse plays. And then you have Solana. Solana is like the second biggest chain, and I think one of the third chains that are up and coming is actually something I need to talk about. So this is some alpha right here. If you haven't been following this specific section of crypto, is Avalanche is actually becoming the next big chain for gaming, and I think there's going to be a big push in the next bull leg of Avalanche, which we're gonna go over that later after we take a quick break after this. But yeah, I mean, that is super huge. So Metaplex, that's involved in the Solana ecosystem, Radium as well. Intergalactic Solana Metaverse featuring player versus player space shooter game. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, JF, I believe when you were talking about this game is because of Eve, that PC game, which is very popular when I was growing up, when a lot of people were growing up. So you take virtual assets a step further with introduction of planets, spaceships, and galaxies. NFTs for in-game items means players literally own and control what they buy, earn, or craft. So this is like, again, you're not buying into a game studio or like a launch pad, kind of like you were doing with Phantasma. So that's something to keep in mind. You are buying the spaceship, you're buying like into the game itself, which is kind of what I mentioned. Like there's two different plays you can do. You either buy into the game or you can buy the studio that creates the game. You know, so Dave, Logic Crypto, he's making a more like, you know, speaking wise, a safer bet, because Phantasma is probably going to come out with many different games or fund many different games or launch many different games with its DAO or treasury or what have you. Meanwhile, something like Space Falcon, you're investing directly into the game, into the ecosystem itself for this metaverse play. But this looks pretty cool. I'm big into space. I don't ever want to move to space like Elon Musk or people, but it looks like you can purchase these cool spaceships and stuff. This is sweet. Oh man, yeah, this is awesome. You can play it now. I'm not gonna click that. Galaxy ownership. This would be cool. You could get to own your own galaxy or planet or something. Players, yeah, able to own galaxies, planets, spaceships. Well, I just should have just read this. Extraterrestrial assets. So from a gaming perspective, this is awesome. Wait, let's see. Cruise gather. Okay, Launchpad coming soon. So maybe I'm wrong. Let's see, roadmap. Play to earn web-based minigame. Yep. Token launch. Yep. January 25th. NFT sales. Check. Staking and land. I'm actually really curious what the NFTs are going for. I remember I talked one-on-one with JF one time, and we were talking about that. I think it's on, yeah, Magic Eden is the NFT marketplace for this. So let's see, floor price is 0.65. Is that supposed to be sold? That can't be right. Oh yeah, that is so. Okay, that's weird. I've never seen that before. So let's see here. See how much this costs. I know Sol is in a downtrend right now. So, well, I guess it's kind of lulling because it's been kind of going like back and forth between 89 and 100. So 0.65. Not bad. So you can actually snag this for the cheap right now, or at least the land or the planet, 0.65. And obviously this is like floor price base level. It says average sale is 1.17. So, whoops. 1.17. So that's $100. That's, you know what? That's not terrible. If this project works out, and this obviously is like in Q1, so staking and launchpad is coming soon. So JF, I'm curious. Let's talk about this after. I'm serious. If you have good signal, I want to hear about if you still own any of these tokens after, or did you get out of your position entirely? Because if you can stake, and by staking you're earning the token or able to participate in the launchpad, that would be huge for this. Q2. So this is really, really early. Web-based multiplayer space shooter game, playable in the browser, of course. NFT auctions for the story mode assets. That's super cool. Yeah, it's very, very affordable. Integrate custom map creation architecture. Initial play to earn reward mechanism. Yep, love it. Launch Unity / Unreal version of the game. Oh, okay, I see. So he's talking about like traditional gaming. There's Unity. I'm not going to go too much into that, but then there's Unreal, like Unreal Engine. So I think Unity and Unreal Engine are like, don't quote me on this, guys. I'm not 100% a gamer. I used to game years ago, eons ago. To my knowledge, I think those are gaming engines. So battle royale mode. This is interesting. I know that's a pretty popular thing within the PC gaming world. Regional multiplayer server setup. I don't know what that means. Play to earn monetization, of course, as we'd expect nothing less from crypto. And then turn-based NFT game. This is cool. They're all doxed. You can go to their LinkedIn's and stuff. So I do remember this actually when JF brought this to my attention. I like doxed teams for Metaverse and GameFi plays typically. It builds a lot of confidence in me as an investor. Oh man, my throat's getting so dry, guys. But yeah, I mean, all this stuff right here does not surprise me because it's on Solana. Solana tends to like be very, very good about funding projects on their ecosystem. Man, is there a doc though? Oh, guys, okay, this is actually really, really smart. So right here, I can look into Space Falcon. This is a way to, this is like unrelated to the topic. No, you know, I'm actually going to do this in the unrecorded section, but like actually going through the process. But basically, for those of you who are on the recording, going on something like Rarity Sniper or whatever, this is how you can, especially for something so early like Space Falcon, you know, like such a cheap price, you can figure out like what's a rare project. So I don't know why it's not Space Falcon. I don't know why it's not popping up for whatever reason, especially because it's the one who told me about it right here. But basically, if there's some way you can, if there's a resource you can find where you can figure out what's rare, you might as well just try and pay, like if it's within reason, of course, buy like maybe the average price or like the cheapest price for the rare one. Maybe, do they include? No, so this one doesn't include rarity in it, but. So yeah, I mean, the floors that are higher, so probably I look at the Nucade. Yes, 3.5 each. So what I would probably do is because of Nucade, I'd probably like try and snag this 1.75 one. Again, not financial advice. I'm not saying this is what I'll do. I'm probably not gonna buy in this project. It's currently $157. Or if you're feeling very bullish, you can even be like, okay, let's go high to low. So 10 sold, definitely not doing that. Let's just say you kind of scroll here and you're like, okay, 2.3. Let's say this one. You can be like, okay, cool. I'm going to get like a more rare. And again, I'm not going too depth into this, but I'll show you guys after I'm done recording, like how to find or how to snipe like rarer versions of the NFTs, especially for something so early like this. Anyways, yeah, so it looks cool. I would join the Discord, find more information, like I always recommend. Let's look at charts. FCon. Oops. Space Falcon, I think I have to say. Huh. Is it because I put a space in it? It's not popping up. Okay, let's try Dex Screener. Okay, so I'm starting to wonder if maybe Dex Screener isn't good for Solana based tokens because this is the second time I've had this issue. What am I looking for? What's the name? I can't remember it. Dex Tools. Let's try that. Maybe that'll work. This is another app you can use to find tokens. FCon. Yeah, man, it's annoying. Space Falcon. It's really that new, I think. I could be wrong. Let's try one more thing, guys. Let's try Radium. So Radium is the Solana decentralized exchange. Oh my gosh, this thing's going so slow today. I apologize, guys. It's probably because I have too much browsers open. Oh, it's not what I thought it was. Trading. Okay, here. Let's go here. This will show it. Where? Okay, I think here. So let's do here. There we go. Now we found a chart for Solana-based tokens. Okay, so yeah, February 17th is a token launch. Wait a minute. There's no way. JF. Oh, he's not even in here. Dang. Oh, okay. This makes better sense. So the 25th. So he must have got in somewhere around here, guys. And obviously this is, I think, towards USDC. I'm wondering about FCONT. Yeah, that's all it's showing. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, how does this line up with this? Are you kidding me right now? What a mess. Let's see, past 14 days. So, I mean, he must have gotten in right around here somewhere and then like sold on this this bullish trend. I mean, this is good though, like that it's actually, I mean, it's dropping now, but it's good though that it did this during such a uncertain time. Yeah, I mean, I would also check out mediums. Mediums are always good for projects like this. I don't know what's going on with my scroller, but yeah, I mean, that's it for this, guys. I'm gonna stop sharing. And one last thing I wanted to say. So we're about to move into the Q&A. The Q&A is not going to be recorded, so just keep that in mind. But if you guys have any questions or suggestions of tokens or things that you want me to go over, you can drop it in the comment section down below on my YouTube. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Or if you're in our Telegram chat, our Telegram group chat, feel free to hit me up on that chat and mention any tokens or what have you that you're interested in. You can also follow me on Twitter at DeFi Crypto K, which is, you'll know it's me because it says DeFi Crypto King. That's another resource to find me. But yeah, other than that, guys, peace out and next time.